Oh, I can tell you a crazy story, Dave. So I have a friend that is a doctor, and he told me a story of how he had a patient that had a small Lego horse in his anus.
Okay. I knew you were going to say that. Okay.
And I asked him, doctor friend, like, how's the situation? He called this patient stable.
I mean, okay. Are you really laughing that hard at that joke? Oh my god, dude.
He called the situation stable. Okay, Slavs against Teutons. Interesting. Let's jump into game number 6. You're not sure how the overlay will work. Let's just pray. And taking that off. No, that's not working. Flags off. That's not working either. Yeah, I think I will simply do it, right? We have some time to fix stuff. Brazil. Is here from Vietnam. Maybe you talk some. As a professional caster that you are.
Yeah. Well, professional caster's trying to find the game right now, so.
God damn it. Okay. Then I can talk a bit about what's happening here. We are in game number 7, and we are looking at Blockades, a map that I played earlier against Stark, also as my decider game. And he also played Teutons on that one. And surprisingly, he did win against me, so it has to be the strongest civilization of them all. It reminds some people of Hideout. We have a lot of gold and stone on the outside, but pretty much scattered around, and we cannot wall on this rocky area as always. Most of the time, pretty damn passive games here. Did you find it yet?
Nope. I saw it for 1 second, then it disappeared.
Okay.
I'll mute myself. You can. I'll join later.
Okay. Goodbye, Dave. Have a great time. So, both players kind of approaching fast castle here. We go for wheelbarrow for Mr. Stark. Bit surprising to me. Did build a palisade over there. Only 3 villages on gold. Dropping some farms. And now we have some more added here for Mr. ACCM's side. Stable and blacksmith out of him. Obviously blacksmith with a start. And, well, wood upgrade for both players. Farm upgrade also for our Teuton player that wants to go for some. Now dropping off the rest. Didn't work out perfectly, but can click up pretty soon as well. 2 fewer villagers, but wheelbarrow ahead behind this horse cutter now flies in for ACCM, and he's sending 2 villagers around, so that's going to be some aggression. Interesting. So we are expecting pikemen, and we are also expecting some siege. By the way, flag is actually not even needed. ACM's flag is shown there correctly, but the other one obviously not, and we had to put in the score there. Hope you still see everything. 1 scout now added. Let's take a look. Scouting. Here is... What? That's how my 7-year-old cousin used to scout in 2002. Like, going to every edge of the map. Okay. Oh, that's not really where you gain information. And what is ACM doing? Okay, he just scouts this way. Has some spearmen out now. And Boyas against Teutons. Yeah, could be an option, but also like very far away. I think Monk defense is the first step here against this aggression. Stone is something we don't have in the starting base. We only have 1.6k gold to our name. Is Auto Scout maybe bugged on this map? I would be very surprised. I don't think so, no. That's Auto Scout? No, guys. Auto Scout works. You go to the right-hand side corner of the map, and then from here, you scout the map. That's how Auto Scouting works.
It seems too smooth to be Auto Scout, too.
Yeah.
Like, Auto Scout, you'll see the little waypoints, them going towards it. This is Stark just exploring all of the outside of this map here. It looks like he's playing that snake game.
Okay, there's one professional Age of Empires influencer in my chat that said that Stark ran around there to Palisade Scout potential TCs later on.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, now the Monk defense here, but not having a lot of villagers on gold. TC goes up on the outside though. Lots of stone control. Both are here, and we see pikemen. Slavs, well, not really using their farm bonus with this strategy too much if you only have 12 on food.
Alright, I'm back, caught up to the time, Nilly. Now we can start doing this professionally, like we always should have done. What do you think about this position here from Stark? Think he's okay defending like this, or does he need a defensive siege workshop of his own?
I think defensive siege makes such a defense so much easier. For now, he's trying to make something happen with monks, but needs redemption eventually. That's still really costly. I'm a bit confused that he puts 3 villagers on stone. Because if you want to go for the tower defense, you have to put like 12 on stone. And if you don't want to go for the tower defense, then you don't want to have anyone on stone.
He's making another TC in that base there. Let's hope he can hold it. Because as soon as ACCM cracks into here, he's gonna have a lot of problems. Although he is getting redemption. Okay.
Yeah, redemption sanctity will survive a shot. Even dives in with this scout and knight, not well protected.
He might get both.
1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit, and oh no.
Lucky. As the repair villager goes down now to the mangonel. I find it funny as well that ACCM's 1 TC on the outside is just outside of the scouting from Stark.
No,
so he
no
can't
way.
even palisade that. Yeah, he can't even palisade scan it.
Are you kidding me? Lol.
A little indeed.
Yeah, okay. Then he didn't really need that.
A ram now from ACCM. Okay, he's going to go push that TC. He did spot it with the knight.
Yeah.
So he's going to go push that position now.
And that push makes so much more sense, right? Because the monks can never safely get over there.
Yeah, he's going to need more than 1 ram though, for sure.
Yeah.
If he had a mangonel, it would be...
He has one in the back in the siege workshop. I think another siege workshop could make a lot of sense as well. And those monks are really bad at helping out now.
Don't let your knight get converted, dude. The longest conversion ever.
What? Against Slavs as well, yeah. That was crazy long. Now Monk is getting healed up. Oh, Micro's back there. Monk's dying at the top. This one's looking good for Stark.
Yeah, some good trades there for him. He's going to lose 2 of his monks, but now ACCM with an exposed mangonel. That's going to get wiped up. His ram might get wiped up as well. So this push is non-existent at the moment.
Ay, ay, ay. Ooh,
lots of idols in the eco for ACCM too.
Yeah. Stark needs to make sure he's very well known to heavily overboom in those spots. Just drop the 5 TC, 6 TC spot and go for 160 villagers. He needs to make sure that he also has a reasonable Castle Age transition, imp transition. I don't think there's too much happening in Castle Age here. What can ACM really do?
No, he had that forward pressure, but now that Stark's stabilized, I don't think you're right. I think both players can't really do much here. Ooh, Atonement.
I once heard a story about a guy stabilizing as well.
Nice. I heard it too. It wasn't very good.
Okay. Gets so many monks here. Stark just very... Well, making very good use of his Teuton bonus as well.
4 TCs for him. Are we going to see the 5th and 6th in Castle Age here?
Well, it's the Stark style, right? We see TC number 4 for ACM on the outside. I think 4 should always be enough in Castle Age. Pretty wide foul.
Maybe you think you can get away with it though, because he's seen how much ACCM has invested in this. Like double monasteries, so many pikemen, mangonels, rams, and it hasn't done much damage to his eco.
Yeah, but
he's actually converting an outpost now.
That's something we don't see too often. But what can like 6 TCs do what 4 can't?
Well, if you feel comfortable with doing it, if you've been doing it for 20 years.
Okay.
Maybe it's worth it, you know?
Okay. Ooh, quick conversion now here against Stark for a change. Military 15 to 3, so Stark actually not with the highest numbers at the moment. Underreacted a bit. Has lots of stone. Both players actually having lots of stone. Where are we building the castle here if we are ACCM?
Judging by what he's done so far in this game, probably forward. And yeah, that's a good question. Where do you put it forward, even if you are?
Now sending some villagers. Oh god, he will arrive with 900 stone. I don't really know. Expanding to TC number 5 at the left-hand side. 1 knight waiting there. ACM, I'm not sure if that was like playing Stark or if that was just normally, okay, I want to have some map control there. Either way, pretty nice for him.
I think that knight is going to deny that TC completely. If Stark
like
doesn't do anything. And Stark actually dropping 4 barracks, so he's going to counter this push with pikemen of his own. But pikemen aren't really the greatest thing to deny a castle drop. If ACCM does get up there, and he has the villagers now.
Yeah, well, I think he's not really thinking about a castle drop potential. Oh, actually, he's not going for pikemen. He goes for longsword man.
Interesting, okay.
Supplies being researched as well. Forging, squires, men-at-arms. And, uh-oh, that's not looking too pretty for Stark now.
So do you put that castle, like, next to the blacksmith there? From Stark, or...
Yeah, you have to know that you can build basically 2, right?
Yeah.
So I think just 1 there, and then 1 super aggressively at the left-hand side.
Wow, that Mangonel's doing so much damage, too, at the back of Stark's base on that second TC. Finally notices it. Now he's going to clear it up with the men-at-arms. And the villagers are coming forward. Okay, just castle on that hill, and I think you're right. He knows he has enough for a second one.
But I don't like this one. It's like an area that he's controlling anyways. I think this is the castle that kind of says, I will go to him pretty soon. I think he's not building any more army now. And the moment he queues up more light cav.
Now, if you're in ACCM's position, can you justify maybe stabling on the oh, he's done it. He's put a stable on the left. And sending some raiding units in?
Ooh,
or do you want all your military on the right in this push?
I think... what vision does he have? He doesn't see that much, right? I think I would just build 2 outposts and then adjust. At the moment, his eco feels like it's good enough to justify some light cap to be produced there.
And they're gonna be annoying if nothing else.
Coming over there. But technically, like, light cap isn't the greatest unit that he could go for there, right? I think it sounds weird, but CA is actually a pretty good unit against what Stark has at the moment.
Gets an open economy like that, and long swords, yeah. Be really nice.
3k wood in the bank for Stark. Can't build more farms at home because it's so tight. Tries to expand to the left-hand side, but Lightcav even killing those farms. That's ugly.
ACCM saving up res right now. He's about to click up to the Imperial Age. Stark is not so close, although he does have a ton of wood. Wow. Lots of wood in the bank for Stark.
Yeah, neither player has a market though, so yeah, no one can really sell anything. I can't tell you something about the prices. Probably untouched. Defensive castle at the left-hand side. And, well, 30 on wood at the moment. Drops way more farms. I wouldn't mind... Oh yeah, ACM builds another castle at the left-hand side.
Castle at the left. How far forward here? How far forward is he going to go, or is he just going to drop it defensively?
I think just in the hill in the center there. Or he even built it one hill further back than I would have thought.
Could you have justified putting another one on the right, though, to try and, like, cut Stark's base in two?
Oh, on the deer, basically?
Yeah.
And then you can always win the trap war in one direction, right?
And then, yeah, you just fight one of the bases and kill it.
Yeah, I would not have minded that. Maybe he didn't have enough army control over there. Yeah, he didn't have enough army.
Monks.
Yeah. One Mangonel and could have been a knight.
The castle on the left is definitely the safe play, for sure.
Lovely stuff. Is going into the champion direction as well now. Sitting at a comfortable 126 villagers against Stark, who's at 115. TC counts 5 to 4. ACM, the only guy that is already collecting some relics.
And Stark is about to click up. 2 more TCs at the left now. So you were right. Many, many TCs for the Brazilian player.
I think that's a mistake, honestly.
And now ACCM's pushing in again where his initial push was. With monks and rams. But 2 of the monks get converted. The rams are going to get wiped up.
Yeah, is that really the push they want to do? He doesn't really have any military to support that.
No, I think he probably had the rams in the siege workshop anyway.
Yeah, but there has to be a better time to use them. You didn't need to waste them now.
More barracks on the left side for ACCM. Doesn't have that many units garrisoned on the right. Well, I guess he's probably got, what, 10 or 11?
Interesting choice that ACM is actually going for conscription first. I would always be the guy, try to get 2-3 traps out first, snipe some TCs. But conscription, obviously lovely if you want to increase your twin assortment numbers.
So there's the other castle. Now he's going to split Stark space. I wouldn't mind seeing that even a bit more forward near the mill. Like if you're going to put it there, at least I think you can get away with putting it a bit farther.
Maybe. And look at that. Now the push with the rams would have made so much more sense.
Yeah. But still, he's doing the right things. He's pushing it on the left-hand side. He's putting pressure on the right-hand side. He's forcing Stark to react, and Stark just doesn't have the composition to push this back yet.
Goes up with the far away TC villagers being pulled under the castle. It's not going to be too pretty for the longswords. Only 1 defense upgrade when it comes to fighting range units. Getting some conversions, villagers back to work. Rams are working, and champion upgrade now kicking in as well.
Yeah, really, really good fight for ACCM. Very strong position here. And now Stark, I mean, you can't help but feel like these 50 villagers that are in this little base are all going to die in a couple minutes.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to have to build that eco somewhere else, but he can't go to the left-hand side because ACCM's pushing there, too.
Sick. It's like 70 pop in there.
Yep.
That's completely destined to die.
And the champions are in now. He could send them in, or he could keep it with a slow push. Couple options here, and he's even winning on the left too, and a castle going up on that hill. Really, really strong game here from ACCM.
Ay. Where did it go downhill for Stark? Wasn't he holding quite nicely early on?
He was, but I think it was that TC denial on the left-hand side. He just couldn't expand out that way, and ACCM kept distracting him over there. So he couldn't focus on either side, give 100% of his focus to either side.
Oi, 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 oi. Trap now goes forward again, goes down after that one pretty quickly. Champions are diving in deep. Handcart now as well. 140 villagers to 116. 50 military here. Both players are well about to chop up in the
Stark's
center.
about to lose like 45 pop though. And he's struggling to keep his pop up as it is.
What a crazy run by Stark. A guy that not a lot of people had high on their list, I would say. Because he didn't have a strong performance on DE yet. But that was a crazy, crazy run. ACM, such a great player. A lot of people see him as Vietnam's #1 at the moment.
Yep.
And, well, seems very likely that he will have another top 16 finish in a major tournament.
He's been justifying that #1 spot too. He's been beating some really, really good people in competition. Stark tried to put another TC in that little pocket. Why? Why, man? The other ones didn't do any good. Look at the amount of bodies, and now he's down below 80 pop. He's at 77 pop right now.
Wow, what is he in here? Oh god, that felt so weird.
There's a little tiny piece of yellow stuck in the left-hand corner.
Yeah.
And there's a whole lot of red.
Ay, 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 ay. GG, ACM will go through, will make it into the main event. Another $750 guaranteed in his bank. That's lovely for him.
Yeah, it's a really good performance. I'm excited to see him in the main event, too. I really like watching ACCM. He's an interesting player.
Who did he fall to in...
In the first one?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I think
That's
it
why we
was,
have Wikipedia, right?
3-2.
I think it was also pretty... Doubt 3-2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Doubt 3-2.
That was that good. That was that good series. The final game
Yeah.
was the one with the pawn in the middle, right?
The final game was Sinkhole. Indeed, your knowledge. Hello.
Yeah, and they went to the timeout on that one,
Ah, yeah,
if I
might have
remember
been.
correctly.
Might have been. Yeah.
I wasn't even casting it. See?
Sick.
Smart.
Yeah, smart, strong memory, everything.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
I got a big head.
Oh, I see. So many more kills. Obviously got, yeah, like 120 kills in the last 5 minutes of the game. And yeah, Slav economy looking pretty hot there. Did force a lot of reaction out of Stark. Mass Monks, redemption there. We did even see a Toman, if I remember that correctly. Or was that out of Slav? I don't know. And yeah, ACM, strong eco. Got the push done. Earlier imp as well.